Hi guys, welcome to the Half Gamer podcast. Fowobi is my name. I got this message from this man, a content creator too, but he is very popular, famous. Everybody knows who he is. He lives in Atlanta. I'm not going to mention names. You know how it is. He's a 10 over 10 man. I've never seen a 10 over 10 man one on one. I know guys are like around 6, 7, but this guy is 10-10. He's 7 feet tall. He weighs around 300 pounds, but his feet all the way down. Heavily built. He sent this message to me about this woman he's been kicking it with. She's 35 years old and she's very popular on Instagram. He said she was the one that reached out to him because she's gorgeous. You know those women with big bum on social media. I guess that is what but I did not ask. So she came to his place, they smashed. I assumed that she was there for a couple of days. And this is a 10 over 10 man. This is one thing that most women don't understand. She said she started complaining that you don't give me that much attention after smashing. What's going on? You get me? Remember the science, my good friends. Men pursue the pum pum. You get me? And after the pum pum, we lean back. Women, on the other hand, you have to try to retain the attention of that man. Because, baby, this is real life. But it would never make sense to me why women argue this point. Why is it that after you got what you're looking for, baby, I'm still here. You get me? And the guy was like, I think he likes her. You get me? And I was just saying, oh, his question was this. Why is it that women around 35 years old, or let's say women outside of their peak, why is it that they think they are the prize? I will say this. Either you're in your peak or you are outside of your peak. If you're a woman, you're listening to me right now, you don't offer men much. You don't. Now, this is where the non-tangible value comes in. Women offer non-tangible value. What is non-tangible value? It is that type of value that you can't necessarily see, touch, you can't quantify how much. You can only feel it through emotions. You go, psyche. Like, it's just ridiculous. You get me? Like, and most women don't even know how to offer that. You get me? Which is nurturing. Some women will say, I don't cook for my husband. You don't know how to nurture. You don't even know how to talk to a man. You don't know how to speak to the king in him. You get me? Like either you're in your peak or you're outside of your peak. If you don't know how to carry yourself like a woman, you will be used. Because for men, after sex, baby girl, move to the other side, man. And women will say, so you got what you want? Baby, that's not necessarily the only thing I want, but it's still one of the things that I want. And another thing I want to say to that man, if you're still listening right now at 3 minutes, 40 seconds, I will say this. Learn to have high standard for yourself. What is that English word? In the masculine world, we don't like to see ourselves like we have low self-esteem. We don't like to see ourselves, like I won't say any man has low self-esteem. But I will say this. The self-esteem of a man, of men, it is not high enough. Your self-esteem has to be ridiculously high. It has to be ridiculously high. You get me? Now, let me tell you why. Women want men they can always look on a pedestal. In between the lines, she will play this game of, you think you're all that, right? She will start attacking your psyche. You get me? That's the reason why I said you need to know who you are. You need to know who you are not. A 35-year-old woman, for a 10 over 10 man, you should not even be talking to her. What are you doing with that woman? You get me? Like, what are you doing? And remember when I said every human being has low self-esteem? The majority of people, their low self-esteem is to feel insecure around people that have discovered themselves. Now, let's say a 2 or 3 over 10 women or woman emotionally, psychologically, and she finds you very, very appealing. Rather than say, wow, you're very good, as I do just now, I give you your flower and say, wow, that is a good looking man. Keep it up. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people will rather destroy your psyche, try to bring you down. Remember the book of War by Sun Tzu, The Art of War. The most supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting the enemy. How do you subdue people? You attack them psychologically. You criticize what they do, how they do their things. You attack their framework. Why is it that you go to the gym every day? You can work from home. Why do you talk like that? You should not talk like that. People of your caliber should not speak like that. They will attack your framework. And if you don't know yourself enough, you will start questioning yourself like, God, I think I overpriced myself. Before you know what's up. And people like that are low lives. That's why I said you don't talk to people that are outside of their peak. Women know this well. If a man is not in his peak, if a man doesn't have what women want, they won't even talk to you. Say, me and you, we are not on the same level. Women will do this nonchalantly. And I say this bluntly. A 27-year-old woman is too old for me. She's too old for me. Because you're too old. You're outside of your peak. And the value, one of the value that you bring into the life of a man, it is attached to your sexual energy. You get me? And most men don't even know how to question women and say, no, you're not good for me. If everyone have tested that sexual energy, baby girl, you're not coming in here. That is a standard. That is a self-esteem standard. You get me? That is a boundary that you can, I don't date women like you. You get me? And another thing I would say to men, if you're listening to me, don't make yourself too accessible to all women. Don't. Don't. You get me? Like, everyone are not good for you. Just because people look good, that doesn't mean they are good for you. Some will come into your life to destroy your psyche, just to mess you up here, just to say you're not all that. Ota, just to fuck you up. You get me? Your sexual energy plus your masculine energy plus your emotional framework, your psychological everything. It is very, very expensive. It's only in the movies that there is no consequences for sleeping with multiple women. In real life, you will come to know this. People are not good for you. People are not good for you. So love yourself enough to have this standard. I only date women from this age to this age, and stand upon it. The very first question you want to ask women is, how old are you? You get me? You stand on that. Wow, women are highly manipulative. Manipulators. They will say, you don't ask the age of a lady. Then let the lady fucking get away from me. You get me? Like, I promise you, my good friends, if you don't idolize yourself, if you don't respect yourself, you will meet women that will destroy you. Just to say is not all that. You see, this life has been around for a long time. If you're not careful, you will question your own self-esteem. You will question your value. If a man of his caliber, you get me, can be treated poorly like this by a woman, they belong, majority of them belong nowhere but the trash. You want to respect, you want to be with a woman that is also in her peak. You get me? Well, also in her peak. Oton, carry yourself accordingly. As a man, carry yourself well. And this is a man that has money. This is a man that has his life going on for himself. If you go to his Instagram page, if he is talking, you get me? Every man, because he's a natural leader. And that would make me question certain things. Women will say, I want a leader, I want a man. It's all a lie. As long as they have something to complain about, that's why I say they don't have that much. They don't have that much brain. They don't. They need and attention for women is life. Either good attention or bad attention, they will do anything. That woman, my good man, if you're still listening to me right now at 10 minutes, 42 seconds, that woman, she will reach out to you again. You learn how to block people. Once the vibe is not there, you block. Oh, I block people. I block people for a living. I'm so petty. I block people on Netflix. I block people on Amazon. Well, I'll go and find your name on eBay and block you. I'll block you on LinkedIn. I'll block you on WhatsApp. You get me? Because peace of mind. Peace of mind is very, very expensive. It takes us a long time to have peace of mind. Know your value. Know your value. Live life accordingly. Respect yourself. Like, I think I should tell you guys a story. When I moved from Oklahoma to Texas in 2014. And me and my friends, when we see beautiful women, we say, Eleoni Bolai, which means this one would never want to kick it with us. Then we'll go and meet all those fat, chubby, big belly women because we think those are the ones that will talk to us. In 2015, we changed our strategy. We came to this understanding. Either chubby, skinny, beautiful, ugly women, tall, short, they are all the same. They perceive men the same because they have their expectations. So when you eventually get there as a good-looking man, financially stable, emotionally stable, spiritually balanced, you check them accordingly. Don't be a community prick. Just because she gave you that green light, that doesn't mean you have to sleep with her. Have some standard. You get me? You feel like the shit. You get me? You don't talk to all women. I have to be blunt with you, man. Don't be loose. Don't be friendly with them, with every one of them, because they have their own way of sizing up men. A friendly man to women is a weak man. This is how you know their brain just like it's too friendly. That's a weak man to women. Like, I can barely stand them. I'm telling you the truth. Take it easy, my good friends. Be well.